Allie, set the stage. What are the expectations heading into this high-stakes meeting?
Yeah, Kristen, well, White House officials are saying they have big but very realistic expectations for this meeting. They don't expect any major transformational change on China's part. They say this has been tried and tested and failed for decades now. But they do say that because they expect China to remain a global superpower on the world stage for decades to come, that it's important to lay out the U.S.'s interests, its standards, as it relates to global diplomacy and cooperation with China moving forward. And they say that we could expect these two to talk about, first and foremost, maintaining open lines of communication. White House officials say that the importance of that was underscored during the Chinese spy balloon incident to be able to avoid escalating tensions, especially militarily. That, of course, extremely important over the last few months, as we have seen, escalating military tensions between China and the U.S. That almost led to near disasters. We also expect them to talk about the fentanyl crisis, the Chinese production of fentanyl that, of course, we know has led to a catastrophic crisis here in the U.S. We expect them to talk about cooperation as far as trade in the technological sphere, as well as the Israel-Hamas war and Ukraine's continued war with Russia, Kristen.
And obviously, you raised the tensions. We have seen the U.S.-China relationship really become more tense and deteriorate to some extent over this past year. To what extent will that be the focus, just trying to get on a better footing?
Officials say that's going to be a major focus, and that is evident from just the groundwork and investments we've seen laid out over the last few months in anticipation of this meeting. Several Biden cabinet members making trips to Beijing to talk with their counterparts. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen even speaking today in San Francisco with Chinese foreign minister, with the Chinese, vice premier in anticipation of this meeting next week. So you can tell just by the time and efforts that are going into this, how much is at stake and how much is expected coming out of this meeting, Kristen.
All right, Allie, Raffa, high stakes indeed. Really appreciate your setting the stage. Thanks so much for your great reporting.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.